Hard to believe we finally made it here, everybody. As of today, approximately 3 or 4 hours ago from this point, almost midnight here, uh, I am now a Twitch affiliate, so I can start making money. You can put quotations around money on this, so yay. I never thought I'd make it here. It was a long grind, but here we are, and let's not dawdle. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heaters Shuffle Draft Franchise Rebuild here on Super Mega Baseball 4 in year number 1. Last episode, we lost a pitcher's duel 2-1 to the last place Platypi, who played spoilers, dropping that one with a ninth inning home run from Jose Carloco to give the Platypi the game-winning run. And with that, we now come in at 7-6 today into our final doubleheader of the season against the Beewolves, who we are tied with the division lead for. Tied for the division lead with them. There we go. That would have been better grammar. Nevertheless, Beewolves coming in with Stubby Tubrick, who has beaten us once already this year. The previous time we played them, he won that game 7-1. He threw a complete game. 1-1 on the year with a 4 ERA and a 1.33 whip. And on the mound for us will be Beavis Ortiz, the former Beewolf himself in game 1. 1-1 with a 6.75 ERA and a 2.06 whip. This series right here will determine who will be the division champions moving into the playoffs. Lineup for Game 1, leading off at third base will be Theodore Sniffner. Batting second at shortstop will be Ham Slamus. Batting third on fire at first base today will be rookie Norm Phenomeno. Batting fourth in right field will be Jovan Bambino. Batting fifth in left field, Stallion Johnson. Batting sixth, catcher Jermaine Rains. Batting seventh at second base, Sloop Whoopity. Batting eighth in the center field, Tense Hayam Connor. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Beavis Ortiz. Let's jump into game number 1. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Either you win this series and you take the division title, or you lose this series and, you're fighting for the last playoff spot. But if you split, it's still up in the air heading into the finale, so we'll see who comes out on top. Alrighty, let's have a look at the Beewolves lineup and see who they're going to be sending out here today to face us.
The stands are filling up here at Red Rock Park. The wait is over. It's baseball time.
Thankfully, we have home field advantage for this series, so we'll see if that plays a factor into today's game. Gonzalo, McStevens, and Ketchum up first for the Beewolves. Hitting off first baseman from the Overdogs, Rafael Gonzalo, hitting a .118 on the year with an RBI. Contact versus righty active here against Beavis Ortiz. Beavis' numbers on the year look like this. He's 1-1. He has a 6.75 ERA and a 2.06 whip. 12 earned runs given up in 16 innings, 28 hits given up, 2 homers, 1 wild pitch, 5 walks, 14 strikeouts, and a batting average against of 384. Not a great year for Beavis, not a horrible year either. It's kind of just, meh. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. Looking at the other team today, here's a look at the lineup for the Beewolves. Leading off after Gonzalo, it is locked in third baseman Beefcake McStevens from the Platypi. Then it's rookie catcher Teresa Ketchum. Batting fourth from the Buzzards, center fielder Thurman Colt. Batting fifth from the Wild Pig, shortstop Bloop Michaels. He is tense. Batting sixth, tense out in right field from the Blowfish is Rod Fourth. Batting seventh, coming from the Heaters, left fielder Bubbles Garcia. Batting eighth from the Crocodons, second baseman Bruno Adamo. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Stubby Tubrick, who is also from the Platypi. Either way, on the first pitch is fouled back, going 1 as we are ahead in the count. Work down and in, that's inside, 1-1. Sliding down the way, chased in the dirt, 1-2 the count to Johnson, or Gonzalo. I don't know why we're batting in my brain. Heater up in the way is Sky to the left of center, calling her over in a few steps. Makes a catch for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 27.
Next up is going to be third baseman Beefcake McStevens. He's locked in, hitting .250, 5 homers, 13 RBIs on the year. High pitch active for Beefcake. He's currently feeling himself right now, so let's see if he translates that into another hit. That curveball misses inside from Ortiz as it backed up on him, 1-0. Slider down in the way, line at the middle, that's a base hit. Connor charges in and makes it throw to second. It's a 1-out single for McStevens for the first of the game. Next up is rookie catcher Teresa Ketchum, hitting .389 with 2 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. Mind gamer active, so there is a accuracy penalty here to Beavis. Good speed over at first base and McStevens as well. Pick off first, nothing doing. Fastball at the knees, whiffed on it, 0-1. Ball down the way, runner goes, strike called, throw down by Brains, has no chance. Easy stolen base for Beefcake. McStevens moves into scoring position with that steal. That is his second of the season. He's 2 for 2. 0-2 the count, though, here to catch him. Slider down the way in the dirt, 1-2. Moves inside, chopped in the whole third. Stiffner on the dive, cuts it off. Throws over to first in time, 2 down as McStevens advanced to third on the play as no one was covering the bag. RBI chance here for Thurman Colt, center fielder in the cleanup slot today, hitting .308 with 5 RBIs on the year. Mind Gamer again active here against Beavis Ortiz, so another accuracy penalty. Work ball inside on the first pitch, whiffed, 0-1. He was looking fastball there, probably. Ball down in the way, in the dirt, 1-1. Heater up and away, outside, 2-1. Slider up and away, strike called on the letters, 2-2. Work ball down and in, ripped up the line, just foul. We'll do it again. A little early on the swing there was Colt. Ball down the way, chased it outside in the dirt, strike 3. Raines picks it, fires the first in time. First punch up for Ortiz, and that ends the inning as he strands a runner at third. Bottom 1, it is scoreless here in game 1. Stiffner, Slamus, and Phenomeno up first against Stubby Tubrick. Taylor Stiffner leads off for the Heaters today, hitting .389 with a homer, 3 RBIs on the year, playing third base today. Here is a look at the pitching stats for Stubby Tubrick. 1-1 on the year. His one victory came against us earlier this year. 4 ERA and a 1.33 whip. He's given up 9 runs, 8 earned in 18 innings pitched. 20 hits surrendered, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts, 1 homer, 1 complete game, which was against us as well. And he has a batting average against of .274. Trying to do it once more here against us. Curve up and away, high. Ball 1, elite changeup here for Tubrick as he throws a fastball in there. Yeah, middle in, 1-1. There's that changeup in there at the letters. Fooled me, 1-2. Curve up and in his way high, 2-2. Fastball inside, whiffed on it, strike 3. Late on the load up there for Stiffner. First punch out for Tubrick. One down here, shortstop Ham Slamus, hitting .290 with a homer. 4 RBIs on the year. Slamus came off the bench last game as a pinch hitter. Changeup pulled foul on the first pitch out of play, 0-1. Fastball down and in, chopper to short. Charging it is Michaels on the bare hand. He'll make the play, 2 down. Base is empty for locked in, on fire first baseman Norm Phenomeno, the rookie, hitting .434. 3 homers and 7 RBIs on the year for the two-way player. Change it down the way, whiff through it, 0-1. Fastball middle in, whiff late, 0-2. Change away on it early, swings through it, strike 3. Second punch up for Tubrick. He has a 1-2-3 first inning as he's still feeling it. To the second, it is scoreless. Michaels, 4th, and Garcia do appear for the Beewolves in the second. Leading off Wild Pig, shortstop Luke Michaels. He is tense, hitting .245 with 4 RBIs on the year. Bad ball hitter active for Bloop. He's currently tense, though, not feeling particularly good about his chances. Curveball fouled off on the first pitch, back behind us, 0-1. Slider down and in, that's inside, 1-1. Heater away, strike called, 1-2. Work ball middle in, whiffed on it, strike 3. Second punch up for Ortiz, 1 down. Ooh, got the little trumpet sound, I like that. Next up, right fielder Rod 4th, the former Blowfish player. He is tense, hitting .309 with a homer and 11 RBIs on the year. Heater up, line to center, right at Colliner. Chops right in front of him for the one pitch knock there. 4th back to neutral, and that'll bring up left fielder Bubbles Garcia, the former Heaters player, hitting .286 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs on the season. Easy target active, which is an accuracy boost here for Beavis. But Distractor will cancel that out. Basically, he still hits a -5. His Distractor is active over there at first base. Pick off to first. Not in time. Work ball down the way. Strike called at the knees. 0-1 as that'll activate little hack here for Garcia. Batter down and in, runner goes. Strike called. Throw down by Raines. Good throw, but it's late again. Easy stolen base for Rod 4th as he's in scoring position here with 1 down. Fourth is his first successful steal of the year. He's 1 for 3. 0-2 the count here to Garcia. Leader up and in. Chased and fouled down the right field line. Out of play. Dribble down the way. Chased and dribbled back to the mound. Ortiz looks the runner back. Fires the first. 2 down. Runner in scoring position here for second baseman Bruno Madama, the Crocodiles player, hitting only a $111 here on the year. Stractor still active out there at second base, as that accuracy is way down here for Ortiz. Receiver inside, misses. Ball 1, just missed. Work ball down and in. Low, 2-0. Receiver down and away, outside, 3-0. Slider up, high, ball 4. First walk for Ortiz, as Adamo reaches. Here's the pitcher, Stubby Tubrick. Hitless on the year, but he does have an RBI. Distractor active for the second base runner, not the first base runner, thank God. Either way on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in is low, 1-1. Zoomer up and in, whiffed on it, 1-2. Work ball hangs, grounded to third, right at Stifner charges in. He'll tap the bag at third, and that'll end the inning. Fielder's choice strands 2 here, bottom 2. It's still 0-0. Bambino, Johnson, and Raines do up as Tubrick comes back out after striking out 2 in the first inning. Yovan Bambino leading off, right fielder hitting .397, 9 homers, 21 RBIs on the year. Change up and away is caught me out on the front foot as it's popped up to second. Right there is Adamo for the first out. Next up, left fielder Stallion Johnson, who sat out last game, hitting .395 with a homer, 5 RBIs. Off-speed hitter active here. Fastball way is outside from Tubrick, ball 1. Changeup outside misses, 2-0 the count to Johnson. Changeup up, line down the left field line, over the leaping glove of McStevens at third, into the corner it goes. Extra bases for the speedster Johnson, so he'll be in with a 1-out double. First hit of the day for the Heaters, and that'll give us an RBI chance for Jermaine Raines, the catcher, with inside pitch and first pitch slayer. Hitting .409 with an RBI in the air. He pinch hit at the end of game last episode. Getting the start today over Clark, as it's a righty on the mound. Fastball down and then rocketed to the gap in right center, as that was not only the first pitch, it was on the low inside corner, and that is where Raines loves the pitches now. It'll be an RBI double for Jermaine. It is 1-0 Heaters. We've already matched our run total from the first matchup this season against the Beewolves. Next up, Sloop will be the second baseman, hitting .300 on the year with 3 RBIs. Looking to drive in another run. He drove in our only run last episode against the Platypi. Fastball up the knees, chased late, 0-1. Curveball up and away, driven by Whoopity to right field, carrying well. It's going to die at the warning track, though. Fourth makes the catch as the runner will tag for third. And getting there safely will be Raines. 2 down, runner at third for rookie center fielder Hayam Colliner in the 8th slot today. He is tense with RBI hero, though. Hitting .382 with 2 homers, 11 RBIs. He was hitless last episode, I believe. Chased the fastball in the dirt, 0-1. Fastball up and in, chopped to first. Gonzalo there to field it cleanly. He'll tap the bag, and that'll end the inning. But we do get a run in on the double by Jermaine Raines as we strike first today to the third. 1-0. Gonzalo, McStevens, and Ketchum do up against Ortiz. Here's Gonzalo for 1 today. Contact was ready active here. As for that, and then the first pitch ripped the right field. That is going to be down for a base hit. Leadoff man on in the third, and he's got wheels. Here's McStevens, 1 for 1 with a single. Pick off first, nothing doing. Work ball down on the first pitch, runner goes. It's low, throw down by Jermaine. Just late, stolen base for Gonzalo. He is in safely. Where is he? Wrong team, that's why. Gonzalo's first steal today. He is 2 for 2 on the year. 1-0 the count here. Mercy inside, line to center. Colliner coming on. Watches it drop in front of him for another hit. 2 on, none down. Beewolves cooking here. Here's Teresa Ketchum, the rookie, 0 for 1. Curveball up and away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Mind Gamer active here for Ketchum. Heater down and in is low and inside. 1-1. Rider away. Fouled off. 1-2. Hey, Grier. Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. Work ball inside here. Ketchum popped up behind the plate. Rain's calling for it. Trying to find it. He found it. 1 down. 2 on still for Thurman Colt. He's 0-1 today with a ground out. Did he strike out? I think he struck out. Either way. Pushing him down the way in the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Curveball down. Ripped foul. Colt out in front. 1-1. Slider up and away. High and outside. 2-1. Force him up and in. Check swing inside. 3-1. Work ball down. Rocketed down the line, but foul again. That had the distance. Colt caught out on his front foot. 3-2. Force him down. Chase and grounded to second. Right at Whoopity. He'll charge. Flip to second. 1. Slamus to first. Double play. You love to see it as that ends the inning. And also hurt on the play was Thurman Colt running to first. We'll have to check the injury here as we strand a runner. Bottom 3. It's 1-0. Ortiz, Stiffner, and Slamus do up. Beavers Ortiz due to lead off, hitting 4 for 6 on the air as a batter. 1 RBI, or 2 for 3. I don't know. I don't keep track of pitcher stats. Oh, looks like it was a hamstring for Colt, if I had to guess. Coming off the bench, just newly acquired outfielder Tig Tantrum, as he'll come off the bench to play center field. From the Sandcats organization, and it was a pulled hamstring for Colt, so he is going to miss the rest of the regular season. Shame, so we won't be seeing him the rest of this doubleheader episode. That's good speed in center that's gone too, because Tantrum does not have speed, I don't think. Let me check. That's a strike called at the knees to Ortiz on the fastball. Oh, Tantrum has plenty of speed, he just can't catch. Okay, well, at least you got some speed out there. Shame he can't, catch the ball. We'll see how that goes for him. Chased up the next pitch changeup over the third. Pop up for McStevens, 1 down. Heater believers, yes, Lawai, yes indeed. It's going well so far through the first 2.5. Stiffner up next, he's 0-1 with a strikeout. Just missed it, Lawai. The Beewolves just lost their center fielder, Thurman Colt. He just pulled a hamstring running the first. Dubrick sets and fires. Heater up on the first pitch, chopped the second right at Adamo. Easy play for him, 2 down. Taking advantage indeed, yes. Tig Tantrum is in center. He's got the same speed as Colt, but he can't catch. Neither could Colt, so really no difference. Slam is up next. Fastball middle in, rocketed dead center field. Will he get it over Tantrum's head? Oh, it's off the fence. He did. Tantrum was not ready for it. It's a double for Slamus as he's in scoring position with 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 27.
Agreed. Annoying when it happens to you, but when it happens to the others, you just gotta laugh. Phenomenal up next, struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0-1 today. Fastball down the middle, and that is obliterated dead center field. Fireball coming at you as it's out to the taco stand. Norm Phenomenal just says we're taking advantage of that 2-out hit. 495. That is the longest home run I've ever hit. Holy shit. Bambino up next, 0-1. That's just to celebrate finally getting promoted to affiliate. We had to hit a major home run today, and we've accomplished that fact. I know, I just missed the 500-footer. I've never hit that. I want to try it. Bambino up next. He is 0-1 with a pop-out his first time up. See if Yobin can get it done. Chased it inside. That was perfectly timed swing, though. Fouled off. 0-1 is Tubrick, now tense. 3-0 Heaters lead here. 4th homer of the season for Phenomenal on that one, as that's popped to left center. This should end the inning. Over for it is the left fielder, making catch Garcia. That'll end the inning. 2-run homer, though, for Norm Phenomenal. 495, dead center to the taco truck. 3-0 we lead to the 4th. Michaels, 4th, and Garcia do up. Thank you, Grier. Thank you. Appreciate it for the subscription, brother.
number 46.
All right, we'll check that off the books. That's our first subscription. Luke Michaels up next. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out his first time up. Heater up and in is fouled off 0-1. Rally starter now active for Michaels. He didn't have that the first time up. Curveball down in the way, in the dirt. 1-1 the count here from Ortiz. Yeah, I just got it. Thank you for that. I actually just got promoted to affiliate, like, what, 4 hours ago? So, I finally got everything filled out and submitted and processed to now officially be considered an affiliate. Curveball inside misses. 2-1 the count here to Ortiz. Heater away, chased it 2-2. Only took me like 4 years. Forkball down in the way, chased in the dirt, strike 3. Third punch up for Ortiz as Reigns fires the first, 1 down. Here's Rod Forth, 1 for 1 with a single today. He's up next. Heater away, chopped the short right at Slamus. Easy play for him on the slow poke. 2 down. Next up is Bubbles Garcia. He's 0 for 1 today. Easy target active for Bubbles here. Forkball down and in, rocketed to right center on the line. Base hit for Bubbles as the former Heaters prospect gets on with a 2-out single to keep the inning alive. Here's Bruno Adamo, who walked his last time up. There's no official at bat yet today for Bruno. Forcing her up and away. The first pitch is high. Ball 1, definitely sitting fastball on the first pitch now. Curveball hangs, and that's popped up down the left field line. Stiffner giving chase. Coming over Johnson. He'll get there instead and make the catch in foul territory to end the inning. Bottom 4, we're still up 3-0 as Ortiz cruising. Johnson, Reigns, and Whoopity do up against Tubrick, who's still trying to figure out what the hell happened last inning. There's Stallion Johnson. He doubled to start the scoring in the second inning. He put himself in scoring position and then scored on the double by everybody's favorite freebooter to hate. That is a position player, Jermaine Reigns. Tubrick sets, fires, 2-seamer up and away, strike called, 0-1. Doesn't want to give a changeup here to Johnson. Good high check there on this heater, 1-1. Curveball away, just missed it, late swing, fouled off, 1-2. Johnson was trying to go the other way with it. Fastball at the knees, Johnson waits for it, hits it well to center, but that's going to hang out there for Tantrum at the warning track. 1 down. Unfortunately, Johnson has no pop on that bat. There's Jermaine Reigns, 1 for 1 with an RBI double his first time up. Got a first pitch fastball down and in at his knees, and he just took it in the gap the other way. See what he does here. Change it down, pulled to third. 1 hopper to McStevens. That's going to be an easy second out. Hey, one boy, how's it going, buddy? Whoopity up, 0 for 1. You did miss a little bit. I'll catch you up real quick. Let's see. What did we do? We had Reigns had an RBI double in the second inning. Ortiz has thrown 4 shutout innings. Buzzer blow for Beewolves, Jesus Christ, lost their center fielder Thurman Colt. He pulled a hamstring running to first. And then Norm Phenomenal hit a 495-foot bomb to the taco truck out in dead center for a 2-run shot. Oh, and I got promoted to affiliate. So, cheers all around. Yes, I just missed the damn achievement. That's the longest home run I've ever hit. So the whoopity up, grounded out to second his first time up. Takes a fastball down and away low from Tubrick. Ball 1, who's finally back to neutral mojo. Heater up, line to first. Easy pick by Gonzalo, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the 5th, it is 3-0. Heaters still lead. Tubrick will lead us off. Then it's Gonzalo and McStevens up here in the 5th. Yes, you can. Everybody can sub now. Feel free. I don't promote it. You know, it's only if you feel like it.
Pitcher number 53, Stubby Tubrick.
But yes, now I'm officially able to make money as of 4 hours ago. Stubby Tubrick up 0 for 1 today with a ground out his first time up. Heater away, chopped to third on the first pitch. Stifler charges. Easy play for Theodore. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10, Rafael Gonzalo.
Yep, we still have 9 founder badges left. I believe they give you 10 to start. 1 for 2 today is Gonzalo. He singled last time up and then also stole second base. 1 of 3 people steal today. Forkball in the dirt on the first pitch. Ball 1. Heater inside. That's going to miss. 2-0. Fork ball up and away. That's a strike at the letters. 2-1. What is this soccer? You gotta swing. That's good. That's funny. Slider check swing low at the knees. 3-1 here. Gonzalo working the count in his favor. Curveball middle in. That is turned on and blasted. Gonzalo taking it yard as that is a stinger into the second deck in right center. Oh, that's going to put a little damper on the mood. 4:36 away for Gonzalo, his first of the year. It is 3-1. Beewolves on the board.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 27, Beefcake McStevens.
Yeah, it felt further. It sounded further. I think I just made them, honestly. I made, I think the ones you have access to right now without subscribing are ones that I just put in there as randomly generated that are already, like, there. I think the one that says GG is the one I created. And then tier 1, I think you get, oh my god, you get the Homer. It's Homer Simpson with the animated emote, and then I think I forget what the tier 1 is, but you got one of them. I think it's the GG symbol. Heater up and it is high, ball 1. Fork ball down at the knees. That's line to right center. That's in the gap. Extra bases here for, I believe, McStevens, as he's already on his way to second. He'll be in scoring position here with 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, number 7, Teresa Ketchum.
Teresa Ketchum up next, rookie catcher. 0 for 2 today. RBI chance, though, for Teresa, as McStevens is in there at second base. He's already stolen a base today. Four-seamer down and in. Strike called. 0-1. This time he gets there without having to steal. Work ball down on the way outside. Good reach out there by Raines to keep it in front of him. 1-1. Slider away. Check swing outside. Just missed the corner. 2-1. Heater up and in. High. 3-1. Curveball hangs. That's fouled off. Thank God. Full count. Four-seamer down and away. Fouled off. Ketchum does get to it and stays alive as she almost kills. I would have laughed if she hit accidentally Thurman Colt, who's already injured there in the dugout. That would have been hilarious. Full count. Fork ball down and in the dirt. Ball 4. Second walk today for Beavis, and that's 2 on and 1 down here for the cleanup man, Tig Tantrum, getting his first at bat of the season. He was just signed at the end of last episode by the Beewolves, and now he's playing for the injured Thurman Colt. Mind Gamer is active for Tig, so that's a minus 15 accuracy penalty again. Alright, let's see what we're going to do. Did they just say ice cream in a shoe? I don't want to know. Curveball up, strike called at the letters, 0-1. Slider inside, runner goes for third, throw by Raines, just late. Stolen base from McStevens, his second of the game. He is now 2 for 3 on the season, I believe. Let me just check that and make sure real quick. Where are you, Beefcake? No, he is 3 for 3 on the year. 0-2 the count. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Double play still in effect here for Tantrum. Work ball down in the way, in the dirt. Good block by Raines, 1-2. Forcing up and in. High, 2-2. Also, I think a little bit inside as well. Slider away. That's pulled foul. Tantrum does stay alive. Work ball middle in. Whiffed on it, strike 3. Fourth punch out for Ortiz. 2 down. Here's Blue Michaels, 0 for 2 and tense. Still tense, but he does still have bad ball hitter, so can't discount him here. Work ball down in the dirt. Good block there by Raines. Ball 1. Receiver down and in. Rocketed to right field into the corner. Fair ball. Michaels is going to keep the inning alive. Throw in from Bambino to the cutoff man. First to third goes Ketchum. Runs scores. It is 3-2. Here's Rod Fourth. 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base today. Grounded out to second last time up. Curveball away on the first pitch. Floats in there and has a hanger, and Fourth just watches it. Strike called, 0-1. Work ball down and in is inside, 1-1. Curveball down the way, runner goes for second. Good block by Raines. That's an easy stolen base there for the runner at first, which was Blue Michaels, his first steal today. Michaels is second of the year. He's 2 for 3. 2-1 the count here to Fourth. Heater middle in, check swing inside, 3-1, good hold. Forkball middle away. Lined in the center, that's down for a base hit. One run is going to score easily. Throw coming from Colliner is going to be close, but it is a 2-run single, 4-3, as Michaels does score from second.
Number 11, Bubbles Garcia.
Beewolves take the lead. Here's Garcia, 1 for 2 with a single. Slider down in the dirt, blocked and almost kneecapped him. Ball 1. Fastball down the way, runner goes, strike called, throw down by Raines. Just late, stolen base. First, second steal today for Rod, fourth. I believe he's 3 for 3 now on the year. Where are you, Rod? No, he is 2 for 4. There you go. 1-1 the count. Work ball down in the way in the dirt. 2-1. Heater away. Chased it outside. 2-2. Slider down and in. Way inside. 3-2. Heater inside. Garcia murders that ball to right field, and that is long gone as well. Another stinger from the Beewolves offense. So that is their 5th and 6th runs of the inning, as this inning just has gotten out of hand from Beavis. 438, that was actually further than Gonzalo's shot? Damn. Third of the year for Bubbles. Adamo for 1 with a walk today. Beavis now rattled. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Just try to get through the inning, Beavis, come on. Ball in the dirt, bounces 1-1. He's thrown 30 pitches in the inning. Forkball in there, 1-2. Slider up and away. Chased and fouled off, still 1-2. Heater middle in. Strike 3 called, 5th punch out for Ortiz. That ends the inning, but he imploded here in the 5th as 5 hits, scores 6 runs. Also a walk in there as well. Beewolves bat around, and they're now in the lead, 6-3 to the bottom of the 5th. Colliner, Ortiz, and Stiffner due up. There's Hayham Colliner leading off. Grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Still tense, facing Tubrick, who's now pitching with the lead. Curveball caught the high outside corner, 0-1. I'd debate that. Fastball chopped below the knees into center field as it's under Tubrick's legs. First hit today for Colliner. He's 1 for 2. Good start to the inning. We are going to pinch hit for Beavis. He's going to be done here after 5 innings as... Well, last inning just kind of murdered him, honestly. He was coming out anyway, probably. But over 90 pitches, there's no way he comes out for the 6th inning. So he's going to finish after 5. He gives up 6 earned runs on 2 homers, 10 hits, 2 walks, I believe, possibly 3, and he strikes out 5 batters. He is in line for the loss. Another disappointing start for Beavis, and it puts his future in jeopardy with the team come free agency time. Because he definitely underperformed as a starter this year, for sure. Alright, here we go. Who's going to pinch hit here first? I'm going to save Ralph because I'm going to need him possibly as a defensive sub if I go with the pitching choice that I'm going to go with. So, I'm going to save... Yeah, I'm going to save Ralph. I'm going to go to Eduardo here. Eduardo Electro is going to get the at-bat. Pinch hit at the end of last episode, hitting 3 for 8 on the year. Hitting 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the season. Change up at the knees, pulled foul out of play. 0-1 out front was Electro. Fastball up, rocketed to right field. Base hit for Eduardo as that's 2 on to start the inning here. Pinch hitter reaches. Tying run coming to the plate for the Heaters. Here's Theodore Stiffner. He's 0 for 2 today. Theodore's 0 for 2. Neutral mojo trying to break through into the hit column. Curveball middle in, ripped to left field. Base hit as that's through. Base is loaded here. Nobody out. Go ahead run coming to the plate for the Heaters. It is Ham Slamus. 1 for 2 with a double last time up. Also a run scored on the homer. Big RBI spot for Ham. Almost max pressure. Tubrick needs to get out of the jam. Curveball up and away. We've hit the left center. That's going to dump in front of Garcia for a hit. 1 run is in. Second runner is going to hold at the... Fuck it. We're dead. Okay. Get back. All right, let's reprogram. 1 run is thrown out, but Slamus does bring in 1, so it is 6-4. 2 on, 1 down for Phenomeno. Hit the 2-run bomb. Dead center. 495 last time up. Let's see what he does here. Curveball inside, turned on into the corner, it's hit, but just foul. A little early. Fastball below the knees, hit up the middle, base hit for Norm, into center it goes. Coming around third and trying it is going to be Stiffner. He will score. It is an RBI single for Norm. It's third RBI of the day. It is 6-5. Runners at the corners. One down for Bambino, who's 0 for 2. Here's Joven. Oh, right down the middle on the heater. He missed it. 0-1. Out in front of the changeup. Okay, let's settle. 0-2. Chased and fouled off. We'll do it again. 0-2. Heater away. Hitting the hold of second. It's off the diving glove. It's going to be an infield single for Joven. We're tied at 6. Every batter's gotten a hit this inning. Here's Johnson, 1 for 2 with a double. Tubrick now tense. Heater up high, ball 1. Heater up, hitting the hole to left field. Johnson hits his second of the game. He's 2 for 3. Bases loaded again with 1 out. Here's Jermaine Raines, 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a ground out. All right, Jermaine. Come on. He's going to do it. Why am I not surprised, Jermaine? 0-1. Heater up and away, strike called. 0-2. Good idea. Changeable away, pulled foul. Jermaine stays alive. 0-2. Oh, yeah, you did get hit with that ad. I'm sorry. I did turn off the roll-in ads, though, so we don't get the ones, like, as soon as you first start. It's only going to be, I think it's, like, 2 every 30 minutes, like 1 every 30 minutes or so. So I think I only have to do, like, 3 minutes every stream, and then we're done. 0-2. Curveball away, rocketed to first. Of course, Jermaine makes the first out of a hitter. 2 down. Here's Whoopity, 0 for 2. Base is still loaded, 2 down. Down the middle! Whoopity turns on it, but he's out in front. Will it get out of reach? No, Garcia will run it down, and that'll end the inning. We are gonna... All right, we're gonna bring in Blue here. Now, I know it says he's pitching. I've got an idea. Because he's a free bidder, that's why. He's always the butt of every joke. Tubrick, Gonzalo, and McStevens up here. Tubrick 0 for 2 to lead off. Blue is not pitching. He's going to play first. There we go. Oh, fuck. Well, isn't this a treat? All right, guys. This is about to get ugly. Blue is going to pitch 3 batters, and I'm going to make my substitution. Apparently, it forces you to use him as the pitcher. And this is why having a two-way player in the lineup is kind of a problem. You have to remember to switch it before you sub into the next inning. Oh, boy. All right, Ralph. Whatever you do... Oh, he has a fastball and a slider. Okay. Matty Bats had a fastball and a changeup. Just whatever you do, don't cry. Heater at the knee, strike called, 0-1. Slider inside, misses, 1-1. Heater up and in, popped up foul, out of play, 1-2. Heater up and away, chased it, strike 3. First career punch out for Ralph Blue.
Now back, the first baseman, number 10, Rafael Gonzalo.
Gonzalo up 2 for 3, homer, single, and an RBI today. All right, Rafael's homer today. Let's pitch him calmly. Slider down and in. That's chopper up the middle. Seeing eye single, base hit. Okay, I wasn't going to die with Whoopity. He was going to miss it anyway. Runner on, 1 down. We got 1 more batter, Ralph. Let's go. Here's McStevens. 3. Oh, shit. On fire, 3 for 3, McStevens. Double and 2 singles. Lord, be gentle. Heater down and in on the first pitch. Inside. Ball 1. He's going to be down and away. Rocketed to right center. That's going to be in the gap. Calling on the dive. Knocks it down a wee bit. Gets it in. Runner's going to try and score. Throw coming in. is late. RBI triple first makes Stevens. It is 7-6, and now I can make the substitution. Catch him 0 for 2 today with a walk. Phenomena's going to come in and pitch. That was the move I wanted to make. All right, well, there you go, Ralph. Got your first career punch-out. Shit. Norm on the year 0-1. He has a 14.73 ERA and a 3.55 WHIP. 6 runs given up in 4 appearances with a save. 3 2/3 innings pitched. 11 hits surrendered. 2 walks. 4 strikeouts. And a batting average against him 5.24. Don't worry. They'll give me the run back. I'll take it. Catch him up. I believe she's 1 for 3 today. Come on, Norm. You're on fire. Give it to me. Heater away. Fouled off. 0-1. Slider low. 1-1. Ball down. Fouled off. 1-2. Cutter up and away. Whiffed on it. Strike 3. Punch out for Phenomeno. 2 down. Here's Tantrum. 0 for 1.
Number 13, Tink Tantrum.
Cutter up and away. Way high. Ball 1. Calm it down, Norm. Heater at the knees. Whiffed on at 1-1. He's at 102, bro. He's hitting it. Slider at the knees. Whiffed again. 1-2. Here we go. Cutter inside. Ooh. Broke the lumber. Gotta get him some new one. 1-2. Ball down in the way. Whiffed on it. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Norm, and that ends the inning. Welcome in, Shenable. Welcome in. Nice to see you again. Bottom 6 at 7-6. Colliner, Blue, and Stiffner due up. There's Colliner, 1 for 2 with a single today. Still tense, though.
Number 15, Colliner.
Tubrick staying in. Interesting. I guess they don't trust the bullpen. Whiffed on it. 0-1. Forkball, curveball outside misses. 1-1. Fun fact, we have not yet seen a Beewolves reliever this season because Tubrick threw a complete game the other time we played him this year. 1-1 the count. Heater away, line at the middle. Nichols makes the catch on the liner. 1 out. Here's Ralph Blue. Hitting .526 on the year, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Came in to pitch for 3 batters because Metalhead forgot the 3-batter rule on a 2-way player. And here we are. Curveball in the dirt, bounces ball 1. Blue now playing first base. Fastball down, changeup down, fouled off. 1-1. Chased it down and away. Jared Blur to first, charging Gonzola. He'll take it himself. 2 down. Next up, Stiffner. Theodore 1 for 3 with a single today. Fast chopper at the knees, back to the mounds. Tubrick makes the play to first in time. That ends the inning. 1-2-3 for him here in the 6th to the 7th. We're down 7-6. Michaels 4th and Garcia due up against Phenomeno. So then that's interesting. So does the loss go to Ralph Blue then if this ends up being the final score, hypothetically speaking, because he was the one pitching at the time? Here's Luke Michaels 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Yes, Ralph Blue is the antithesis to what a burnout was. Good old burnout. You are not missed. Heater inside, whiffed on it. 0-1 as Phenomenos just gassing these hitters. Curveball hangs, and that's driven to left. That's a hanger, but it's going to stay in the park for Johnson. Here at the warning track, makes the catch. 1 down. Rod 4th up, 2 for 3 today. He has singled twice, driving in 2 runs, and he has stolen 2 bases today. So Rod 4th has been doing it all. Cutter down, in the dirt, ball 1. Here up and in, strike called, 1-1. Ball down and in, low, 2-1. Good eye there from Rod. Slider up and away, fouled off, 2-2. Forcing him down and away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. 3rd punch out for Norm, 2 down. Nasty Norm's in the house. Here's Bubbles Garcia, 2 for 3 with 2-run homer last time up. He's also singled today. Heater down and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away, popped up behind the mound. Slam is coming in. Ham is there. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Norm as he's through the 7th. Bottom 7 at 7-6. Slamus, Phenomeno, and Bambino due up. There's Ham Slamus, 2 for 3 today. RBI single last time up. He's also doubled today. 2 for 3 today. Curveball check swing taken below the knees. Good eye. Ball 1. Tubrick still tense though after the 1-2-3 inning last time out. Change up down the middle. Turned on, but I got under it. Popped out to right. Therefore, it is going to be 4th for the first out. Carroll Point does have short walls, and it is annoying. Here's Phenomeno, 2 for 3 today, 2-run homer and an RBI single. Last time up, he's driven in 3 of our 6 runs. Heater up and away outside, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, hit up the middle, base hit for Norm into right center, and that is his 3rd hit today. He's 3 for 4. Tying run on here with 1 down is, oh my God, he's jacked. Bambino up 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Despite being jacked, he still can't fucking run. That's funny to me. Yeah, it's like, it just gives you a heart attack, that sound effect. And it also gets your hopes up if you're losing. It's like, stop toying with my emotions, game. Stop it. All he needs is speed, I know. That's the only thing he sucks at. And a little bit of velocity, too. Come on, Jovan. Heater down in the way, line to left field, hit well, but it's right at Bubbles Garcia for the 2nd out. Not enough oomph. Here's Johnson, 2 for 3, double and a single today. Singled last time up. Take your time, Stallion. Heater up and away, strike called, 0-1. Good pitch from Tubrick. He's back to neutral mojo here. Two-seamer is high this time, 1-1. Chase that inside, grounder to 3rd. McStevens bare hands it in time to get the speedy Johnson, and that ends the inning. To the 8th, it's still 7-6. Adamo, Tubrick, and Gonzalo do up. I'm expecting a pinch hitter for Tubrick, so we'll see. Adamo leading off, 0 for 2 with a walk today. Heater up and in on the first pitch is high, ball 1. But are you expecting a 2nd fastball, though? Fouled back, 1-1, maybe. Cutter down and away. Strike called, 1-2. Slider up and away. Chased it, strike 3. 4th punch out for Norm. 1 down. Here's Tubrick, 0 for 3. Ball down and away. That's a strike, 0-1. Cutter down and in. Low and inside, 1-1. Heater up and in. Rocketed to left center. That's going to be another hit. Good effort by Johnson, but, you know, just couldn't quite cut it off. That'll be extra bases here for Tubrick. I just realized they didn't pinch hit for him. They really don't trust their bullpen. Run in scoring position, 1 down for Gonzalo. Single last time up. He's also hit a solo homer and singled earlier as well. He's stolen a base, 3 for 4 today. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Chop behind the plate. Foul. 0-1. Heater up and away. High. 1-1. Slider inside. Popped up to right center. Going over for it, Bambino. He'll call for it. Yoba makes the catch. 2 down. Runner still at 2nd from Beefcake McStevens, who's on fire. 4 for 4 today. He's tripled in a run, doubled, and singled twice. He is a home run shy of the cycle. This is it. Best player versus best player. Who's going to win this fight? Slider down in the way in the first pitch from Norm is fouled off into the Heater's dugout. 0-1. Little nubber there. Zoomer up and in. Check swing high. Good hold by Beefcake. 1-1. Battle of 2 Titans here. Cutter down and in. Inside. 2-1. Curveball down in the way is low and outside. 3-1. Cutter up and away. Check swing outside, ball 4, and Beefcake wins that one. 1st and 2nd, here's Ketchum, 0 for 3 with a walk. Slider inside on the first pitch, chased and fouled back, 0-1. Curveball down in the way, low, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away. Line to left center, over the leaping Slamus's glove, that is a base hit. Connor gets to it, runner holds at 3rd. Tubrick does not try it, bases loaded, 2 down. All the pressure on Tig Tantrum, 0 for 2. The injury replacement, can he come through? Cutter away on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Heater up, fouled off, 0-2. Tantrum's late. You know we're not giving him a breaking pitch, come on. Heater up and in, high, 1-1. 1-2 the count. Cutter up and away. Whiffed, strike 3. 5th punch out for Norm, and that ends the inning. As Tantrum just lets all his frustration out as he strands the bases loaded. Bottom 8 at 7-6. Raines, Whoopity, Colliner, and Ralph Blue do up 4th. Sounds like a rally to me. Raines leading off, 1 for 3 with an RBI double today. Tubrick stays out there to start the 8th. Curveball down, and they're at the knees, 0-1. Heater up and in. Hit well by Reigns to center, but it's right there at Tantrum for the first out. Got to make him run. Through a tantrum indeed. Good eye. Nice wordplay. I give you points. Whoopity up 0 for 3 today. Rally starter active for the second baseman. Curveball up and away is outside and high. Ball 1. Chased inside on the changeup. Fouled out. 1-1. Changeup down in the way. Chopper to short. Slow roller. Michaels charges on the bare hand. 2 down. Base is empty for Colliner. Rookie 1 for 3 today. Still tense. Fastball down and in is inside. Ball 1. Change up and in. Popped up foul on the third base side. McSteven's going to run that down easily. 1-2-3 inning for Tubrick in the 8th. To the 9th, it's still 7-6 Beewolves. Michaels 4th and Garcia due up. There's Bloop Michaels, 1 for 4 with an RBI single today. Norm's going to start the inning. We'll see how this goes. Here up and in. Rocketed dead center field by Michaels. Hit pretty well. He sat dead red, and he got a homer. Off the batter's eye. Another stinger for the Beewolves. Michaels gives them the insurance run. It is 8-6. Hey, Bobcat, welcome in, buddy. 2-run lead. First of the home run of the year for Bloop Michaels. It's a good time for it. Here's 4th. 2 singles and 2 RBIs. I think that's going to do it for Phenomeno. He's kind of a little gassed, but, you know. He's at half stamina. Probably going to need to save him for later in the season in the finale, so. Do I want to give him one more batter? Yeah, why not? Let's give him one more batter. Curveball down and then fouled off. 0-1. Cutter up and away. Check swing strike. 0-2. Where's him down and away? In the dirt. Good block. 1-2. Slider up and in. Check swing high. Almost got him. 2-2. Curveball down and away. Outside and low. 3-2. Where's him down and in? Fouled off. We'll do it again. Cutter up and away. Check swing, strike 3 called. 6th punch up for Norm. 1 down. Mixed bag so far. We started strong, had a 3-0 lead, gave up 6 runs in the 5th, rallied back to tie it at 6th. Tried to sub in Phenomeno as a pitcher, forgot how to do that. Had to pitch Ralph Blue for 3 batters. They took the lead 7-6, and then they just got the insurance run here 8-6. Other than that, real life, made an affiliate here on Twitch. Now I'm able to make some money. You can put quotations around money. And Orioles won today, so they beat the Rays. That's a good start. We're chipping into that division lead little by little. The good, the bad, and the fugly indeed. Come on. All right, Norm, you got that out. I'll give you one more. Peter inside, hit up the middle. Whoopity dives, cuts it off behind the bag. Nice play, Sloop. Get it there, not quite. Infield single. Here's Adamo for 3 with the walk. All right, Norm, you're gonna come out now. I gotta make the move. They're starting to guess you now, buddy. All right, so we are gonna have to sub in. So let's see. How am I gonna do this? That is the question. Oh God. Oh, double switch. Whew, I'm not stupid. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Durr. You know what? Are we gonna go to Durr? No, we're gonna go to Joanna here. She's well enough to pitch here without the injury. So we'll go to Joanna, take off Stiffner. All right, hold on. This is weird. Hold up, hold the phone. Okay, what's Z5? Oh, is that how that works? Okay. All right, so we want Heater. Oh, so we're not going to be able to bring Norman on the field then? Is that not how that works? Huh, interesting. All right, Norm, you're stuck pitching here, buddy. Go get him. Heater inside, misses, ball 1. Ball down in the way, fouled off. 1-1. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for tuning back in, Bobcat. Always happy to see you. 1-1 the count. Cutter away. Check swing outside. 2-1. Heater away. Fouled off. 2-2. Slider down in the way low. 3-2. Heater up. Fouled off. Curveball down and in. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. 7th punch out for Norm. 2 down. Here's Tubrick. Went for the double. They're not pinch hitting. Tubrick is going to pitch the 9th. Okay. Cutter up high. Ball 1. Forcing her up and in. Strike call. 1-1. Batter hangs. Pop foul. Blue giving chase near the seats in foul territory on the first base side. Just out of reach. 1-2. Curveball down in the way. Chopped to short. Slowly. Slamus charges. Bare hands the first in time to end the inning. Good start. Good start. Bottom 9. It's 8-6. Blue, Stiffner, and Slamus do up. Insurance run on the home run by Michaels. Here's Blue over 1. All right, I'm going to try and figure this out. Defensive change here for the Beewolves. Zoom De La Cruz coming off the bench. She'll come in for Adamo at second. She's the much better fielder. That's the only change. They're still going to go with Tubrick. Oh, you can't do that. Okay. Can't do that either. Okay. So can you double switch from here? No. Okay, so that's not how that works. Okay. Interesting. That seems really dumb if you want to bring... So you can bring him into pitch, but you can't put him back out in the field afterwards. Well, Norm's going to bat then, so... We're learning things. We're learning things. Here's Blue. 0 for 1 with the ground out. Change up outside from Tubrick. Nowhere near the zone. Ball 1. Change of away. Strike called. 1-1. Fastball high. Misses. 2-1. Change up. Ripped to left field on the line, but it's right at Garcia. 1 down. Unlucky. Man. Here's Theodore Stiffner. 1 for 4 with a single. Come on, Theodore. Change up. Ripped to left center. Fireball coming at you. Stiffner teed up the changeup into the seats. Over the Heaters bullpen. Second of the year for Theodore. It is 8-7. We're back within a run. Like it was set on a tee for him. Now will they go to the bullpen? Here's Slamus. 2-4 double single and an RBI today for Ham. He represents the tying run. They will not. Stubby Tubrick is staying out here. Oh my God. Curveball and in line to left field. Base hit. Slamus on as the tying run. Winning run coming to the plate. And it is Norm Phenomenal who's already homered today. 3 for 4 with a 2-run homer. 2 singles and 3 runs driven in. Here we go. Here he comes. It is the lefty. Choker. Braun Thunder Chump. They're going to the choker. Oh my God. The former Overdogs reliever. He used to have lefty specialist. This is the first reliever they used all season. We didn't see a reliever the first time around because Tubrick threw a complete game, only giving up a run. Thunder Trump on the year, 1-2 with a 5.56 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. 7 runs given up in 8 appearances, 11 1/3 innings. His second most out of the bullpen behind Gasser Morris. Probably a good reason for that. 11 hits given up. 2 homers, a wild pitch, 2 hit batsmen, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Batting average against for Braun, 244. They have Klaus and Gasser, and they have rookie Horace Heimlich, who's only a C+. So I'm not surprised they didn't go to him. They have injury-prone Split Seamerson from the Sirloins, it looks like. Okay. But they chose Thunderchump, the choker. They chose Thunderchump. This is a great bullpen, and they chose him. Heimlich has a perfect ERA. Morris has an ERA under 5, and Klaus is your closer. You should be going to him. All right, they give it to the choker. Let's see what happens. They could be tired. Let's check, actually. I want to check this. I'm intrigued now. Go to the bullpen. Seamerson is fully rested. Gasser is half stamina, and he's tense. Okay, that explains why they didn't go to Gasser. Horace is mostly rested. He's tense, though. And Klaus is almost fully rested. Interesting. All right, well, Braun's got the pitch. Here's Norm. Can Norm come through? He is the winning run, tying run at first, 1 down. Braun sets. Curveball down and in, turned on by Norm into the corner. Will it stay fair? No, it's a foul ball. It had the distance. Just to the right of the foul pole. Right in the first row. All right. Come on, game. Heater up and in. Turned on by Norm. Crushed deep right center field. It's going back. It's gone! Fireball coming at you. The Heaters walk it off in game one. 9-8 the final. Second homer of the game for Norm. His second career multi-home run game. 5th of the year. And we have taken the division lead 8-6. Oh my god, a win in game two will clinch the division title. They didn't go to Klaus. They, instead of going for, I guess because they didn't have two runners on, they wanted the rally stopper trait. Damn, that's awesome. We're going to capitalize on the AI's inability. You said they owed us a run. They gave us 3. All right, 9-8 the final. The Heaters walk off game one on the home run by Phenomenal. The rookie coming through. Not only pitching, but also with his bat. Good offensive numbers today. Home run for Rafael Gonzalo. RBI triple for Beefcake McStevens. Blute Michaels had a solo homer there in the 9th inning. He also had an RBI double. Rod Forrest with a 2 RBI single. Bubbles Garcia had a 2-run homer as well for the Beewolves. For us, solo homer for Theodore Stiffner in the 9th inning to bring us within a run. Ham Slamus had an RBI double in that 6th inning rally. Bambino had an RBI single in the 6th inning rally. Jermaine Raines had an RBI double back in the 2nd inning. 5 RBIs today for Norm Phenomenal. He had an RBI single in that 6-1 rally. He had a 2-run homer out to the taco truck in the 3rd inning. And then he had that walk-off 2-run bomb there in the 9th inning as well. You love to see it. You love to frickin' see it. Ryder McBride, oh no, that's never a good sign. Tubrick 8 1/3, he takes the no decision, 14 hits given up, 8 earned runs, 2 homers, 2 strikeouts. He stays at 1-1 to finish the year. Braun Thunderchump takes his 3rd loss of the year, giving up a homer on 1 hit and an earned run. The only batter he faced lost the game. Infinite ERA for Thunderchump today. For us, Norm Phenomenal gets the win out of the bullpen. We'll look at his numbers in a second. Ortiz was the starter. 5 innings, 10 hits, 6 earned runs given up, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 home runs given up. He stays at 1-1, gets a no decision. Ralph Blue had to pitch 3 batters because the game forgot about the 3-batter rule for two-way players. He threw a third of an inning, striking out the pitcher, and then he gave up 2 hits and an earned run. Norm Phenomenal, 3 2/3 out of the bullpen, 4 earned runs, 4 hits given up, 1 walk, 1 earned run on a homer, 7 strikeouts. He gets the victory, his first of his pitching career. He improves to 1-1. Player of the game is Phenomenal for his bat with the 2 homers, as he does walk it off there in the 9th, driving in 5 runs. McStevens perfect at the plate, 4 for 4 today. He also walked. He was a home run shy of the cycle, stealing 2 bases. Had an RBI driven in as well. And Bubbles Garcia, 3 for 5 day at the plate with a 2-run homer. Not bad. So we take game 1. Oh, yay, the leaderboard is back. Yay, happiness. That's been missing for the past couple of episodes. Ah, God, that was awesome. All right, we still got one more game tonight, guys. That was only game 1. Who you thought put the I in team to game? Who are you going to throw under the bus? Well, Whoopity did go 0 for 4 today at the plate. That is true. He has the higher loyalty as well. But Sloop is younger, and he has a future with this team. Beavis has underperformed all year. I'm going to throw Beavis on the bus in this one. I mean, his performance put us in that situation today. A couple players been posting very outdated memes to media. Who do you confront? They both have pretty good loyalty. Jess has been performing poorly most of the year, so let's do her. See if she can get out of her own head here. You're invited to a baby gender reveal. Who do you bring as your +1? Ooh, Clark has a future with the team. Elardo, unfortunately, doesn't, so let's give it to Clark. Not bad. All right, so game 2 is going to be immediately after, so no changes in the standings. We now have a full game lead on the rest of the division. We win this game here, we clinch the division title. That's all that needs to be said. Okay, we'll preview the pitching matchup in a second. Let's look around the league. What do we got? Whew, okay. Oh, that's a lot. All right, Overdogs signed Mick Steele as they cut Nori Miyoshi from the roster. Okay, Moonstars get Blowfish long reliever Dwight Breeze, the rookies. They get rid of Woody Let's see, Blowfish get Jock Sports as they're going to cut Winston Draper. Rocky backstop to the Buzzards as he's going to replace Robin Yu. Sorry, Robin. That's kind of a slap in the face. Rookie catcher Scout Gauderon is going to the Sandcats as she will replace Sting McGee, the veteran catcher. Moonstars signed closer Elric Rippin as they're going to release rookie starter Yanagi Hayai. Pan Knibbles +2 junk on a random roll. Nice, over 30. Buzzards signed rookie Deuce Stacker as he's going to replace Winnie Noel. Simba Delano to the wide loads as he's going to replace Joffrey Rockman. Simba's 26 now. Huh, interesting. Farmhand +7 velocity up to his C overall finally. Good job, Felix. Keisha Mushara to the hot corners as she's going to replace starter Melody Moods. Slip Slaughter to the Crocs. He'll replace Ace Chug Bourbony. Really? Chug's a free agent now? Huh. He might be a target for free agency. Lil Bupton off the Moonstars. Closers replaced by Heaters reliever Huck and Duck. Ortiz gets +2 velocity. A little too late here, Beavis. Hannah Hogsman to the Moonstar. She's going to replace rookie starter Doyen Stafford. And Babat Walkman to the Jacks as she's going to replace rookie reliever Almondo Ganuts. All right, let's do player development real quick. What do we got? Okay. No. Ooh. Give this for his start. Come on. There you go, Wagyu. 1 velocity, 1 junk. Does not get the bonus 3. Damn. Going for the cutter, though. He's going to get it. Yes! New pitch for Wagyu. He's now a 5-pitch pitcher. Booyah. Double fastball now. All right, slam his Butterfingers. No. Colliner. You need the contact, please. Give him a phone upgrade, for the love of God. 1 contact, 1 fielding. Does not get the bonus contact, though. Damn. Okay, I'll take it. First pitch prayer, no. Cash basket speed. Need. Take. +3. Does not get the bonus 5, though. Alright, not bad. Okay, those upgrades are done. We'll wait and see what else pops up here. Those 3 suck, so we're going to leave them here. We have almost $7 million available. Jesus. It's impressive. Alright, so Basket jumped way more than anyone ever should. Connor has unlimited talk and text now, and Tacoby throws Heaters hotter. Nice. Alright, pre-pitching matchup for Game 2. On the mound for the Beewolves, veteran left-hander Dern Wonderfloss from the Moonstars. He is locked in, 1-0 with a 2.20 ERA and a 1.16 whip. He does, however, have crossed up, so there is the chance that the catcher will drop the ball on a wild pitch. And for us, it is rookie Wagyu Tacoby, 1-1 with a 9 ERA and a 2.75 whip. This one's for all the marbles here. Let's go for it. So, alright, lineup for Game 2. Whoopity leading off at second. Phenomeno on fire at shortstop, batting 2. Stiffner batting third again. He's at third base. Bambino and right in the cleanup slot once again. Cash Basket getting the start in left field as it's a lefty on the mound. She's batting 5th. Connor at 10th, still in center field. He's up to the 6th slot in the lineup, though. Jess Fowl back in the lineup at first base. She'll bat 7th. Fiona Clark back in the lineup with a lefty on the mound. She is catching, batting number 8. And Tacoby on the mound, batting number 9. Let's go. We do take that extra pitch indeed. Do I always go with the suggested lineup? Generally speaking, yes, unless there is something I see that I don't like. Or if it's like the last game of the regular season and like we're not playing for anything and I just want to get the bench guys some at bats, I'll put them in on purpose. This team has 4 shortstops. Thank you for asking. We have 4 shortstops. We have... I'll wait for this to finish. We have Eduardo. We have Ralph. We have Dig. And we have, I think, who's our 4th? I had 3. I know I had 3 shortstops. Is it Ham?
Number 27, Beefcake McStevens.
Yeah, it is Ham. Yes, Ham is a shortstop. That's right. Is it? You know what? I'm curious now. Yeah, Phenomeno can play anywhere in the infield. He doesn't count, though. Whoopity's a second baseman. What do we got? Where's the bench? Okay, Electro, yes. Slamus, Blue, and Dig. Yep, they're all shortstops. When I picked the team, I had drafted 3 shortstops because I liked Blue as a utility player, and I forgot I had 2 shortstops when I drafted Electro because I wanted the power bat. And then I signed Dig in free agency to replace somebody. I forget who it was. It just kind of worked out that way. Alrighty, Wagyu Tacoby, the rookie starters on the hill for the final game of today's doubleheader. Here's his numbers. He's 1-1 with a 9 ERA on the year, 275 whip, 12 earned runs in 3 starts, 12 innings pitched, 24 hits surrendered, 9 walks, a homer, 10 strikeouts, batting average against a 429, coming off his first career victory a few starts ago. Yeah, it's been a season of growing pains for Wagyu. Here's lineup we'll face from the Beewolves in Game 2 today. McStevens, I see, is leading off here. Still on fire, he's still at third base. Then it's Blue Michaels in at shortstop, back to neutral mojo. Catch him in the 3 slot again at the catcher. Cat Stanza's going to start at first base here, batting 4th. Gonzalo in left, batting 5th. He's locked in still. Rod 4th is still in right. He's batting 6th. Zoom de la Cruz starting at 2nd over Adamo. She's batting 7th. Tantrum starting in center for the injured Thurman Colt. He is still 10th, batting 8th. And batting 9th is the pitcher Wonderfloss. And he's pitching on short rest, it looks like, as well. Yeah, he's supposed to be the regular season finale starter, so who's not starting? Bubkins was supposed to start this game. Why, game? Why? I would have started Bubkins over Dern. I know he's locked in, but come on. All right, let's go. Peter inside on the first pitch, inside, ball 1. Curveball away, strike. Oh, outside, 2-0. Trying out this new cutter. Let's see how this goes. It's away, outside, 3-0. Slider down and in. Strike call, 3-1. Goes him down and away. Low ball 4. Tacoby walks the first batter of the game. Go figure. Next up, Blue Michaels hitting 259 with a homer, 6 RBIs, batting in the 2nd slot today. Shortstop. Good speed at first, but we have a good arm behind the plate today. Fiona Clark. Runner goes in the first pitch on the changeup. Throw down by Clark is perfect, just late. Stolen base for Beefcake, his 3rd stolen base in the doubleheader. Whew, man, I'm getting tired of checking his stats on this. It is his 4th steal of the year. He's 4 for 4. 3rd of the doubleheader today. Curveball down in the way, outside and low, 1-1. Four-seamer up, high, 2-1. Slider inside, chased it, 2-2. Cutter up and away. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Tacoby, 1 down. Next up, Teresa Ketchum. Catcher batting in the 3 slot today, hitting 375, 2 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. Peter down and in on the first pitch, way inside, ball 1. Curveball away, outside, 2-0. Cutter away, strike call, 2-1. Slider up, rocketed to left field right at Basquet. Coming in, makes the catch, 2 down. McStevens still at 2nd. Here is Cat Stanza, the first baseman, who sat out game 1, hitting 308 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Change up at the knees on the first pitch, fouled off into the Heater's dugout, 0-1. Cutter up and away, high and outside, 1-1. Four-seamer down. Chopped in the hole to 3rd. Stiffner dives out of his reach into left field. That's a base hit. McStevens going to make the turn. Here he comes. Throw from Basquet's going to be close. It is late. RBI single for Stanza. 1-0 Beewolves lead. Here's Rafael Gonzalo in the 5 slot today. Left fielder homered in game 1. He's locked in. Hitting 227 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Contact versus righty active here against Tacoby. Slider at the knees on the first pitch. Rocketed foul. He was out in front. That had the distance. 0-1. Change it middle in. That's hit down the left field line. Getting a little closer. It is just foul. It had the distance again. 0-2. Peter up and in. Inside. 1-2. Cutter down. Chop foul. Out of play. 1-2. Curveball down in the way at the knees. Fouled off again. Still 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Slider down and in. Chop at the middle. That is a base hit into center. Gonzalo keeps eating alive with that 2-out knock. 2 on, 2 down. Next up, Rod 4th, the right fielder, hitting 317 with a homer and 13 RBIs. Four-seamer up and away in the first pitch. Line to center, hanging up for Colliner, coming on, slides, makes the nice catch. Good play by the rookie to end the inning. Bottom one, it's 1-0 on the single by Kat Stanza. She drives in McStevens. Bottom one, Whoopity, Phenomenal, and Stiffner up first against locked-in starter Dern Wonderfloss, who's pitching on 2 days rest. Getting the start today over Meow Bubkins, who was the scheduled starter. Slip Whoopity leading off. Second baseman was hitless in game 1. He went 0 for 4. Hitting .273 with 3 RBIs. Rally starter active here against the lefty Wonderfloss. Dern on the year, 1-0. He has a .220 ERA and a 1.16 whip. 4 runs given up earned in 3 starts, 16 in the third innings pitched. 13 hits surrendered, 21 strikeouts, 6 walks, a homer, and a wild pitch. Dern has the lowest ERA of any starter in the pitching rotation. Interesting. Okay. Oh, now I see why he started over Bubkins. His numbers are much better. Makes sense. Crossed up active here, so there's a 3% chance catcher will drop that ball on a any pitch. And rally starter active for Whoopity, boosting his contact here. Slider high from the locked-in southpaw, ball 1. Slider down and away is low, 2-0. Yeah, let's take a crack. Cutter up and in, driven by Whoopity, deep to right center field. He got under it, though. Tantrum able to run it down, 1 out. Next up is Norm Phenomeno, coming off a 2-homer game in game 1. Walked it off with that 2-run bomb in the 9th. He's on fire, hitting .466 with 5 homers and 12 RBIs. He also took the win on the pitcher's mound in that game. Heater up and in, whiffed on it off the catcher's glove, 0-1. Heater up and in, chased, 0-2. Slider away, line to short, right at Michaels, 2 down. Base is empty for Theodore Stiffner. Third baseman homered in the 9th inning of the game 1 as well. .391 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. His homer brought us within 1 run, setting up Phenomenos blast to win the game. Ball inside from Wonderfloss, misses, ball 1. Cutter down, chopped back to the mound. Barehanded by Wonderfloss, 1-2-3 first inning for him. To the second, it's 1-0 Beewolves. Dela Cruz, Tantrum, and Wonderfloss due up against Jacoby. 1 second here, gotta scratch my head. There we go. Alright, we're back now. Zoom Dela Cruz leading off, came on as a defensive sub in the 9th inning of game 1, did not bat. Hitting .293 with a homer, 9 RBIs, batting in the 7th slot today. Curveball up and away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Cutter up on the next pitch, fouled off, 1-1. Change it down and in, chop back to the mound. Jacoby boots it, gets it to first late. That is going to be an E1.
Number 13.
Speedster Dela Cruz on. Here's Tig Tantrum, who's tense, hitless on the year. He went 0 for 3 in the first game, coming on for the injured Thurman Colt. There's no other outfielder available, so he is playing center field today. Heater down and in. Strike call, 0-1. Slider down and away. Chased it outside, 0-2. Tantrum looking lost up there. Cutter up and away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. Second punch up for Jacoby, 1 down. Pitcher Durham Wonderfloss up next. He's on fire after the 1-2-3 first inning. He's hitting .429 on the year. Batting 3 for 7 as a batter? Damn, that's pretty good. Heater up and away in the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Heater up. Bunt shown, pulled back high. 2-0. Cutter up and in. Bunt shown, pulled back, strike called. 2-1. Slider up and away. Bunt shown, pulled back high. 3-1. Heater up and in, bunt shown, high, ball 4. Jacoby walks the pitcher, 2 down. Can't be doing that. McStevens up next, walked in the first inning to start the game. Curveball away in the first pitch. 1 hopper to second, Whoopity charges, flips to second. 1, Phenomenal to first. Double play, you love to see it as he gets out of the jam. Jacoby through the second. Bottom 2, Bambino, Basquette, and Colliner due up. You have Bambino leading off. Right fielder singled in a run in the first game, hitting .387 with 9 homers and 22 RBIs on the year. Curveball up high, misses from Wonderfloss, ball 1. Cutter away, line to short, right at Michaels, 1 down. Cash Basquette up next. Left fielder sat out game 1, getting to start against the lefty here in game 2, hitting .318 with 2 RBIs on the year. Power and contact versus lefty here. Slider away, whiffed on it outside, 0-1. Fastball away, fouled off by Cash Money, out of play, 0-2. Heater up and away, whiffed on it, strike 3. First punch out for Wonderfloss. 2 down in the inning. Here's Hayam Colliner, rookie center fielder, 1 for 4 in the first game. He's tense, hitting .373 with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. Come on, Hay. Curveball up and in, line at the middle, base hit past the diving Michaels. Base hit for Colliner. Our first hit today as that keeps the inning alive with 2 down here in the second. Next up is Jess Fowl, the first baseman, who sat out game 1. Batting in the 7th slot today, hitting .318 with 5 RBIs. Low pitch is active for Jess. Curveball down in the way, hitting the hole onto the right side, base hit for Jess. She's on with to extend the inning, 2 down, 2 on for catcher Fiona Clark, who also sat out game 1, starting against the lefty today. Hitting .303 with 2 RBIs. Good RBI chance for Fiona. Let's see if she delivers. Curveball at the knees, and it's popped up. Shallow center. Out for Dela Cruz. She'll call off the center fielder tantrum and put it away to end the inning. To the third, it's still 1-0. Michaels, Ketchum, and Stanza. Heart of the lineup up for the Beewolves here in the third. Luke Michaels leading off is 0 for 1 today. Slider away on the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Cutter up and in. Fouled off, out of play, 1-1. Fastball middle in. Fouled off, out of play, 1-2. Curveball down in the way. Low and outside in the dirt, 2-2. Change up at the knees. Out in front of it, strike 3. Third punch out for Jacoby. Second punch out for Michaels. Here's Ketchum, 0 for 1. Slider up and in on the first pitch. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and away. Chased it outside, 0-2. Receiver down and in. Chased it low, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Jacoby. He's on 4 today. 2 down. Here's Cat Stanza, 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Sounds more old-timey. Yeah, I'd give you that one. Yeah, I think they were trying to upgrade it. I don't know why. Yeah, the old one was probably better. Slider down in the way to low, ball 1. Heater at the knees, fouled off, out of play, 1-1. Stanza singled in a run in the first inning. Changeup inside misses, 2-1. Slider down and in, fouled off, out of play, 2-2. Ball down in the way. Outside, 3-2. Receiver up and away. Fouled off. Stanza stays alive. Change it down. Chop to second, right at Whoopity. He'll charge. Fires the first. 1-2-3 inning for Jacoby in the third. Bottom 3, it's still 1-0. Beewolves lead. Jacoby leads us off. Then it'll be Whoopity and Phenomenal. Yeah, I agree. The announcer was definitely more professional last game. This one, it's more about the promoting the ads and sounding funnier. Jacoby leading off. Pitcher hitting 1 for 5 on the year with an RBI driven in. Curveball up and in. Turned on and dumped into left field. Base hit for Jacoby. Second career hit for the pitcher. He's on with the leadoff single in the third. Sloop Whoopity up next is 0 for 1. Come on, Sloop. Cutter right down the middle, 0-1. Taken all the way there. Curveball down and in. Turned on by Whoopity. Hit to the gap in left center. That's going to get down and be extra bases for the speedster. Gonzalo gets it into second, but it'll be a double for Whoopity. 2 on. In scoring position with none down for Norm Phenomenal. 0 for 1. All right, Norm. All right, Norm. Taking the guy you heard in the trailer? I agree. Curveball at the knees. Driven by Norm to left field. Hit well right at Gonzalo. Easy first out. Tagging is Jacoby. He'll score on the sac fly. We're tied at 1. Norm drives in his 6th run of the doubleheader. Theodore Stiffner up next. He's 0 for 1. Norm has single-handedly hit himself in the double-digit RBIs today. He has driven in 6, I believe, of 11 RBIs today. Slider up and away. Fouled off, out of play. 0-1. Cutter up and away. Chased and popped up foul on the first base side. Out for it is Stanza in the coaching box. Makes the catch. 2 down. Runner still at second for Bambino. He's 0 for 1 today with a line out. Chased it way outside on the fastball. No one in the zone. 0-1. Chased the cutter outside. Dribbled to the left of the mound. Wonderfloss off. Makes the play, and that ends the inning. 1 run in on the sac fly by Phenomeno. To the 4th, it's 1-1. Gonzalo, 4th, and Dela Cruz due up. Here's Gonzalo. 1 for 1 with a single. His first time up. He's still locked in. Curveball down and in on the first pitch. Check swing, low, ball one. Did not get the call there. Change up at the letters. Rocketed by Gonzalo, deep right center field. He got all of that one, folks. A stinger for the Beewolves. It is back in front for them. Gonzalo's second homer of the year. It is 2-1. Rod Fourth up next, 0 for 1. Change it down in the way in the first pitch. Bunt shown and pulled back low. Ball one. Jacoby now tense after the homer. Heater inside, line at the middle base hit. Rod Fourth on with a single here. Speedster on, none down in the inning. Next up, Zoom De La Cruz. Reached on an error by the pitcher her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Distractor active at first base. Cutter up, strike called, 0-1. Heater away, way outside and high, 1-1. Pick off first, nothing doing. Curveball up and away, high, 2-1. Zooming down and in. Check swing low, 3-1. Slider down and away. Pulled foul, out of play. Still count up at full here. Cutter up and in. Whiffed on it, strike 3. Fifth punch out for Jacoby. 1 down, he's back to neutral. Here's Tig Tantrum, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Forcing him down and in. Low, ball 1. Change up outside. No one in the zone. 2-0. Jacoby really struggling with the accuracy here because of that distractor trait. Curveball line to left field. Basket coming on slides. Cuts it off on the bounce. Well, Tantrum's first hit all season and his first hit in the doubleheader. 2 on, 1 down for the pitcher, Der Wonderfloss, who walked. Distractor still active at second base. That is annoying. Slider down in the way. Bunt shown. Outside, ball 1. Team up and away. Bunt shown. Outside. 2-0. Cutter up. Strike called at the letters. Bunt shown. Pulled back. 2-1. Four-seamer inside. Bunt is down. Fair ball. Clark, no play anywhere else, goes to first. 2 down. Sacrifice successful. RBI chance for Beefcake. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Down to locked in Mojo. Grounded into a double play last time up. Heater middle of the plate. Strike called. That was high and should have been killed. 0-1. Slider down in the way. Fouled off by Beefcake. 0-2. Change it down and in. Buried it inside. 1-2. That's where you want it. Cutter down and in. Low in the dirt. 2-2. Ball down in the way. Outside and low. 3-2. Heater down in the way. Chased it outside. Strike 3. 6 punch up for Jacoby as he blows it by McStevens. Stranding 2 to end the inning. But 1 in on the home run by Gonzalo. Bottom 4. It's 2-1. Basket, Colliner, and foul. 2 up. Cash Basket leading off. 0 for 1 today. Fastball away, rolling down the right field line. Fair ball into the corner it goes as Cash delivers one on the slicer. She's on with the leadoff single.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 15.
Here's Ham Colliner, 1 for 1 with a single. Agreed, red circle pitches are always a prayer when you release them. Gotta take a drink here real quick. Little. Alright, we're good. Colliner single his first time up, back to neutral, 1 for 1 today. Curveball at the knees, waits for it, drives it dead center field, hit pretty well. Tantrum back at the wall, makes the catch at the screen, 1 down. You tasked me, game. You tasked me. I ain't got a fuck where this is going, but not down the middle, please. Agreed. Just foul up, 1 for 1 with a single today. Heater away, chased it outside, 0-1. Wonderfloss still locked in. Way high, good hold on the check swing. 1-1, getting a little antsy. Slider down, lined at the middle, diving De La Cruz to her right. Flips to second 1. Michael's back to first, late on the fielder's choice. 1 on, 2 down for Fiona Clark. Popped out last time up, she's 0 for 1. Good speed at first, but there's a good arm behind the plate. We're not going to be able to take bases on today. Heater away, chased it outside, 0-1. Heater up and in, chased it, 0-2. Curveball down and in, 1 hopper to third, McStevens to first, that'll end the inning. To the 5th, it's 2-1. Michaels, Ketchum, and Stanza due up. Michaels leading off. He's 0 for 2 today and tense. Heater away in the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. Curveball down. In the dirt. 1-1. Cutter up and in. Driven by Michaels to center, but he missed it. It jammed him. Colliner in, back a step. Now in. Makes the catch in left center. 1 down. Next up, Teresa Ketchum, 0 for 2 today. Forcing him up and away in the first pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Change it down low. 1-1. Slider up. Chop through the middle. Base hit. Ketchum's first hit today. She's 1 for 3, I believe. Runner at first. 1 down here in the 5th. For the 4-hitter, here is Kat Stanza. 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. Change it down at the first pitch. Chopped in the hole to second. Whoopity dives off his glove into right field. Had to dive on that one to keep it in front of us. 2 on, 1 down. Second hit for Stanza today. Here is Gonzalo. Solo homer last time up. He's also singled. 2 for 2 today and still locked in as Jacoby now tense. Curveball down and in on the first pitch. Inside. Ball 1. Receiver middle in. Line to third. Right at Stiffner for the second out. Everybody holds. Jacoby back to neutral. Here's Rod fourth. 1 for 2 with a single. Slider from away in the first pitch. Popped foul. Out of play on the right side. Foul looks at it and watches it land in the stands. 0-1 the count. Cutter down and away. Outside. 1-1. Forcing him down and in. Low and inside off the catcher's glove. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. 2-1 the count as Clark now tense. Curveball down and away. Chopped foul by fourth. 2-2. Slider up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. 6 punch out for Jacoby. He strands 2 and gets out of the 5th. Bottom 5. It's 2-1. Jacoby due to lead off. He'll be subbed off for a pinch hitter. Whoopity and Phenomeno up after him. Jacoby down after 5 innings today. He gives up 2 runs on 7 hits, 3 walks, 1 home run ball. He strikes out, I believe, 7 or 6. Very good outing for Jacoby. Just he ran up his pitch count a little too much. Finishes 1 for 1 at the plate as well with a single. He's in line for the loss currently. Pinch hitting here off the bench first today is going to be, let's go ahead and give it to... Let's give it to Electro. Why not? He doesn't get enough love. Hitting 4 for 9 on the year. Fastball hitter, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the year. Electro had a pinch hit single in the first game today. Heater middle in. Turned on by Electro. Cracked the right center carrying well, but it'll die at the warning track. 4th makes the catch. 1 down. Slope Whoopity up next. Rally starter active. He's 1 for 2 with a double today. It was his first hit of the doubleheader earlier. Curveball away, bloop to center on the line. It's right at Tantrum for the second out. Here's Norm Phenomeno, 0 for 1 with a sac fly last time up, driving in a run. Still on fire today. Heater up and in, hit up the middle. Diving Michaels behind the bag to make the stop. Fires the first. Just in time, that's a 1-2-3 inning. Alrighty. Who's going to come in to pitch? Heater's still not fully rested. I thought she would have been by now. Well, she'll be the one we go to. She hasn't thrown in a couple games due to the injury, so she's ready to go. Joanna out of the bullpen. To the 6th, it's 2-1. Dela Cruz, Tantrum, and Wonderfloss due up. Here's Doom Dela Cruz, 0 for 2 today. Second baseman. Struck out last time up. She's also reached on an error today. Facing right-hander Joanna Heater, making her first appearance of the doubleheader today. Joanna 1-0 with a 4.91 ERA and a 1.91 whip. 6 earned runs and 6 appearances on the year. She's thrown the most innings out of the bullpen at 11. 19 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 1 homer, 6 strikeouts at a batting average against the 380. Heater still recovering from a line drive to the chest she suffered 3 games ago. But she did lose Wild Thing in the process, so she raised her overall to a B. Heater inside strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and away, check swing strike called, 0-2. Heater up and away. Driven by Dela Cruz as she wound up and crushed it. Stinger for the Beewolves into the seats. Over the Heater's bullpen. First of the year for Dela Cruz, I believe. It's her second, actually. 3-1. Beewolves extend the lead. Here's Tantrum, 1 for 2 with a single last time up. He's also struck out once. Heater tense immediately. Change up inside. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer away. Chased it outside. 0-2. The ball down. Line at the middle. Past the diving Phenomeno. Base hit in the left center. Tantrum 2 for 3 today as he's on with none down in the inning. Wonderfloss up next. Pitcher walked and sack bunted last time up. No official at bat yet today. Heater up on the first pitch. Bunts it up over the catcher. Foul ball. 0-1. Rip away. Bunt shown. Popped up again. Clark out of the crouch. Makes the catch. Fires the first. Doubles off Tantrum. He got a little too far. You love to see it. Good heads up play by Clark. 2 down, bases empty for McStevens. 0 for 2 with a walk. Curveball down on the first pitch. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Heater away. Blew it by him. 0-2. Change up away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Came in a little too high with that one. Four-seamer down and in. Chopped up the middle. Seeing eye single there for McStevens. That'll keep the inning alive with 2 down. Here's Bloop Michaels, 0 for 3 today in tenths. He's struck out twice and flown out once. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, line to center. Colliner doesn't even have to move. It's right at him. That ends the inning. But a leadoff homer by Zoom Dela Cruz off Joanna Heater. Her second of the year makes it 3-1. Beewolves now have a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Hard to line up for the Heaters here. Stiffner, Bambino, and Basquette as we look to solve Wonderfloss. Theodore Stiffner leading off, 0 for 2 today. Gotta try and take some more pitches here. Fastball right down the middle. You bitch. 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. Bounces. 1-1. Good take by Theodore. Cutter away. Hit off the end of the bat to right field. It's right at Rod fourth in a few steps. 1 down. Jovan Bambino up next. He's 0 for 2 today. Trying to find his footing against the lefty. Wonderfloss now on fire. Cutter is just high. Ball 1. Cutter up, driven by Bambino down the left field line. He got all of that one, folks. Fireball coming at you as it stays inside the foul pole. There in the left field corner. 10th homer of the year for Jovan Bambino as he cracks double digits. And he's up to 23 RBIs to lead the team. We're back within a run. It is 3-2. Cash Money Basket up next. 1 for 2 with a single today. There we go indeed. Let's see if that's the rally starter. Singled last time at the plate. Chased it inside, broken back grounder in the hole to first. Stanza flips to Wonderfloss in time. 2 down. Bases is empty for Hayam Colliner. Center fielder flew out to the wall in center last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a single today. Curveball up and away, high and outside. Ball 1. Curveball down and away is outside. 2-0. Good hitter's count for Colliner. Cutter down, chopped through the middle. Seeing eye single past the diving Michaels. Base hit. Colliner's second hit today is 2 for 3 as he's back to neutral. That'll keep the inning alive with 2 down for Jess Fowl. 1 for 2 with a single. Come on, Jess. Curveball up, hangs, line to the gap, right center. That's extra bases. Colliner's got wheels. He's on his way to third. Fowl already on her way to second with the double. Coming around Colliner. He's going to be sent. Fowl digging for third. Relay throw from Dela Cruz is late. It is a RBI triple for Jess Fowl. We are tied at 3. As we're back in it, it's a brand new ball game. Yona Clark up next, 0 for 2 in tenths today. Let a wild pitch get by her last inning, so she's now tenths as Wonderfloss is knocked down to neutral mojo as he's starting to tire. Fastball inside, fouled off, 0-1, just missed it. Curveball down and in, chopper to third. Charging McStevens on the bare hand, in time to first to end the inning. To the 7th, it is tied at 3 after the 2 runs in the inning, 1 on the home run by Bambino, and 1 on the RBI triple by Jess Fowl. To the 7th. Hard to line up for the Beewolves here, trying to break the tie. Catch him up first, 1 for 3 with a single. Sound like wiffle ball hits? Indeed, I love it. I was waiting for someone to see it. I'm not crazy. I heard that too, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought I was hearing things. Heater down, taken low, ball 1. It's a good sound, good catch on that. Curveball down on the way outside, 2-0. Heater up, high, 3-0. Curveball down and in is in the dirt, ball 4. First walk for Heater today as Ketchum reaches. Next up is Cat Stanza, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI today. Change up away on the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Heater middle in, right to right center. That's going to be in the gap, extra bases for Stanza here. Connor gets to it, gets it in. It is going to be a double. 2 in scoring position, none down in the 7th. Gonzalo up 2 for 3, solo homer and a single today. Still locked in. Receiver down and away in the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Ball down and away, strike called, 0-2. Change it down, check swing low, good take, 1-2. Receiver up and away, way outside, 2-2. Ball up and in, fouled off, still 2-2. Receiver down and in, chased it, strike 3, second punch out for Heater, 1 down. Next up, 4th, 1 for 3 with a single. Receiver up and away in the first pitch, high, ball 1. Change it down and in. Hit up the middle of the 2nd, whoopity dives, out of his reach into center, base hit. 1 run in, RBI single for 4th. It is going to be 4-3. It'll be a double now as he came through on the home throw. 2 in scoring position for Dela Cruz, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Our RBI home run last time up. Curveball up, strike called, 0-1. Receiver down and away, outside, 1-1. Change it down, low, 2-1. Receiver down and in, whiffed on it, 2-2. Change it up, chased it, strike 3. Second punch out of the inning for Heater, 2 down. Here's Tantrum, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Curveball down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Receiver up and in, chased it, fouled back, 1-1. Change up away, check swing outside, 2-1. Receiver down and in, low and inside, 3-2, 3-1. Ball down and in, line to left center into the gap. Connor giving chase, won't get there. It's going to be a 2-run double for Tig Tantrum, and it's now 6-3 as the Beewolves extend the lead to 3. I did not hear that. She said it. Oh, nice. Wonderfloss 0 for 1 with the walk. I have to go back and listen to the VOD. I'm going to miss it. Heater done here after an inning and 2/3. She just couldn't get through the 7th for us. We're going to double switch here. We're going to bring in, we're going to go to Kendra Kerr first. And we're going to take Fiona Clark out as we're going to put in Jermaine. He'll bat first next inning. All right, Kendra blew the game 2 episodes ago against the Platypi. She gave up the winning homer in that one. She's 0-1, 8.68 ERA with a 1.71 whip, 9 earned runs given up in 6 appearances with 1 save on the year, 9 in the 3rd innings pitched, 15 hits surrendered, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 homers, and a batting average against a 3.66. Heater up and win the first pitch to Wonderfloss. He fouls it off, 0-1. No pinch hitter coming for him either. Interesting. Slider away, whiffed on it, 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Inside, 1-2. Curveball down and in. Inside and low, 2-2. Two-seamer down and away. Low, 3-2. Good patience here from Wonderfloss. Two-seamer up and away. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Kerr, that ends the inning. The 3 in for the Beewolves as they take the lead 6-3. Bottom 7. Reigns, Whoopity, and Phenomeno due up. See if they mess it up again. Possibly. But I think Morris is rested. DeGame's definitely rested. Heimlich is rested too. They might be neutral though. Let's see. Jermaine Reigns leading off. Catcher double switched in last inning. First at bat of the game, hitting .385. 2 RBIs on the year. He had an RBI double in last game. Fastball middle in, turned on by Jermaine, deep left center field, and the butt of every freebooter's joke has gone yard. Fireball coming at you, we're back within 2. I didn't know Jermaine could get it up like that. First of the year for Jermaine. 6-4 the score, we're back within 2. Here's Sloop Whoopity, 1 for 3 with a double. Wonderfloss down to neutral. Riley Starter still active. Cutter caught the outside corner, 0-1. Cutter down, pulled to third. A hard grounder to McStevens on the backhand. He'll make the play, 1 down. Next up is Norm Phenomeno, 0 for 2 with a sac fly and an RBI today. Lefty-lefty matchup. Cutter up, line to center field hard, and that is down for a hit. First hit for Norm today. He's 1 for 3. Tying run coming to the plate for the Heaters here in the 7th. Here's Theodore Stiffner, 0 for 3. Come on, Theodore. Cutter up, line to right center. That's going to get down in front of 4th. Oh, what a slide! Rod 4th will double off Phenomenal to end the inning. Rod 4th actually pulled something out of his ass. That is impressive. He's not known for his glove, but his speed got him there, and he just put up a Hail Mary. Nice play, Rod. To the 8th, it's 6-4. McStevens, Michaels, and Ketchum due up. Here's McStevens, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk today. Ball down and in, inside. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Hit up the line to first, right at foul. She'll make the stop herself. 1 down. Next up, Luke Michaels, 0 for 4 and 10s today. He has struck out twice. Slider up and away, high. Ball 1. Two-seamer up. Driven to right. That's off the end of the bat, though. Bambino back a step. Now in. Makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Ketchum. Walked last time up and scored on almost scored on a double. 1 for 3 with a single today. He later scored on a single in the inning. Heater away, outside. Ball 1. Ball down and in. Low. 2-0. Slider down and away. Check swing strike called. 2-1. Seamer up and away. High. 3-1. Seamer up. Check swing strike. Full count. Seamer away. Chased it. Strike 3. Second punch up for Kerr. That ends the inning. 1-2-3 for her here in the 8th. Bottom half we go. 6-4 the score. Bambino, Basket, and Colliner due up. Jovan Bambino leading off. He had a home run last time up down the left field line. Kept it inside the foul pole for his 10th of the year. 1 for 3 today. Wonderfloss stays in to start the 8th. Cutter down. Right back to Wonderfloss, who saves his nuts. 1 down. Cash Basket up next, and that'll do it for Dern. He goes 7 1/3 as they are not going to mess around. Coming out of the bullpen, lefty specialist Gasser Morris, the Sandcats reliever. That is most unfortunate. Now I've got to adjust to the faster pitching speed as well. Gasser on the year, 1-0. He has a 4.41 ERA and an 0.98 WHIP. 9 runs given up, 8 earned in 8 appearances, 1 save. 16 1/3 innings is the most out of the bullpen. 14 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 3 homers, 10 strikeouts, and a batting average against of .230 with 1 hit batsman. 1 down in the inning here with 5 outs left to get. I think it's going to be Morris's game to the end here. I don't think they go to Klaus the game. Lefty-lefty matchup still. Change up inside, misses to Basket. Ball 1. It's still a lefty, so I'll let her bat here. Fastball away, fouled off. 1-1. Fastball up and in, chopper to short. Charging Michaels, he'll make the play. 2 down. Base is empty for Hayam Colliner. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Center fielder looking to keep the inning alive. Change up inside, whiffed on it badly. 0-1. Looking fastball there. Change up away, fouled off again. 0-2. Cutter up, chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Morris, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 combined inning for Wonderfloss and Morris. To the 9th, it's 6-4. Stanza, Gonzalo, and 4th due up against Kerr, entering her 3rd inning of work out of the pen. Stanza 3 for 4 today, double 2 singles and an RBI on the day. Either away, fouled off out of play, 0-1. Ball down, fouled off, 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Popped up, foul behind first, just there for it. Toying with the line, but it's in foul territory, makes the catch, 1 down. Rafael Gonzalo up next, 2 for 4. He has a solo homer and a single today. Still locked in. Contact first righty active here against Kerr. Curveball down and away, chopped to short, slowly. Phenomenal charges, makes the play, 2 down. Base is empty for Rod 4th, 2 for 4 today. He has an RBI double and a single. Slider at the knees, fouled off out of play, 0-1. Two-seamer up. Hit to left, hit well. Basket back a step, calling for it at the warning track. Puts it away, 1-2-3 inning for Kerr in the 9th. Bottom 9, Heaters need another miracle. Down 2, 6-4. Bottom of the lineup up, Foul, the pitcher, and Raines. Just Foul leads off. RBI triple last time at the plate. She's 2 for 3 today. She's also singled. Tying run in the on-deck circle for the Heaters. Gasser Morris will stay in. He's going for the 5-out save. Low pitch active for Jess here. Fastball down the way, chased it late outside, 0-1. Slider down and in, fouled off, 0-2. Slider down the way, chopper to first, slowly. Charging stands on the bare hand, takes it herself, 1 down. Kendra Curdo up next. We will pinch hit for the pitcher, who gave us 2 1/3 scoreless innings out of the pen here. Coming off the bench to pinch hit, it's not going to be Slamus because it's a lefty specialist. It's going to be Ralph Blue. He's our best hitter left. And he's a righty. Hitting .508 on the year, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Let's go, Ralph. See if he can start it. Slider at the knees, line to second. Pass. Snagged by Dela Cruz, 2 down. Last chance for the Heaters today is Jermaine Raines, who homered last at bat. He's 1 for 1. Solo shot for him, max pressure. Can he come through? Fastball at the knees, blew it by him at 1-0-1. 0-1 the count. Slider down, line to center, hanging up though for Tantrum. 1-2-3 inning in the 9th for Gasser Morris. He gets the 5-out save. We drop the second game 6-4. We split the doubleheader, so that means everything is as it was at the beginning of the episode. Nothing has changed. We are still tied for the division lead. Oh boy. It was a good back and forth contest. They just had that rally off Heater in the 7th, and we just couldn't recover. I think I left her in too long. Hitless today for the Beewolves were Michaels, Wonderfloss, and Gasser Morris, who didn't get the bat, obviously. RBI home run for Rafael Gonzalo. RBI single for Cat Stanza. Rod Forth had an RBI double. Zoom Dela Cruz had a solo homer, and 2 RBIs for Tig Tantrum on a double as well. For us, RBI triple for Jess Fowl. We had a pinch hit solo homer for Jermaine Raines. Jovan Bambino had a solo homer, and Norm Phenomeno had a sac fly, driving in our 4 runs. Hitless for us today were Stiffner, Clark, Kerr, Blue, Electro, and Heater. Pitching lines, Wonderfloss, 7 1/3 quality innings as he does get the victory they needed, finishing his year at 2-0. 10 hits given up, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 2 homers. He does not get the quality start, though. Inning and 2/3 for Morris out of the pen, getting his 2nd save of the year. Scoreless, no hits given up. He struck out 1 batter. For us, Wagyu Takobi, 5 innings and a no decision, 7 hits given up, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and a homer. He stays at 1-1. Joanna Heater gets her first loss of the year, falling to 1-1, going an inning and 2/3, giving up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a homer, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Kendra Kerr throws 2 1/3 scoreless to slam the door, striking out 2, but it was too little too late, unfortunately, for us. Player of the game, Tig Tantrum, as he had the 2-run double to put it out of reach. Cat Stanza went 3 for 5 at the plate, driving in 1 on a single. She also doubled. And Rafael Gonzalo went 2 for 5 with a solo homer. GG's, everybody. GG's. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. And the leaderboards did not catch up for this game. Damn. Been hit and miss with the leaderboards recently. I don't like that. Wonder why they're not staying with us. There are worse. This could have been a lot better. Could have gone a lot worse, indeed. All right, what do we got? Who is on shower drain duty this week? Slamus. I want Never Walker as cheap as possible. Okay, that's it. So we have 1 game to sim. It doesn't affect our standings, so we stay tied with the Beewolves. Tiebreaker goes to the Beewolves. So we will play before the Beewolves do. So the Beewolves are taking on the Grapplers, who are in 3rd place. We are taking on the Wideluds, who are in 4th place. Both teams are a half game behind both of us. So we need to win, and the Beewolves need to lose. If the Beewolves win and we win, Beewolves will win the division tiebreaker. And if we both lose, the Beewolves still win the division tiebreaker. But then the Grapplers and Wideluds will be tied with us as well, and they'll be a half game ahead of us. Oh, shit. So really, we just need to win next time out in the finale. There's a lot to play for. Looking around the league before we sim, Theodore Stiffner, +4 contact. Nice. Bubba Blastman to the Pigs, as he's going to replace rookie 3rd baseman Nomar Stubbs. Sluggy Boomhauer is signed to the Freebooters as the rookie will replace Dale Nail. Pooch Ponderosa, the rookie left fielder, will go to the Wideluds as he'll replace veteran Boomer Platoon. Lars Stagcliffe to the Buzzards as he's going to replace veteran catcher Tugboat Thomas. Sandcats signed Lionel Martinez as they cut Sack to Song. Felix Farmhand +3 junk. Nice, solid. Love to see that. Balmer off the Sirloins, so we replaced by Lester Bronco. And Roberto Alba to the Buzzards, he'll replace Bertha Banks. Bay Paul signs to the Wild Pigs rotation. She'll replace rookie Burl Chinning. All right. Not bad. Let's sim this 1 game here to see if it has any effect on the standings. Sawteeth looking to win the division with this victory, and they are going to win 7-2. So they now have put all the pressure on the Sirloins. The Sirloins need to win their last game to take the division. If they lose, Sawteeth will have the tiebreaker over them. Sawteeth were already in the playoffs, though. They were just going for the division title. Blowfish need to win their last game to sneak in as well. So it's going to be, there's a lot on the line here. BP pitching, yep. Bay Paul, good old batting practice. So it all comes down to the regular season finale. We are taking on the 4th place Wildloads, who sit at 7-7. If we win, we will knock the Wildloads out of the playoffs. If we lose, Wildloads will jump us in the standings. So there's a lot on the line here. On the mound for them is the veteran Lola Knops. I believe she is still a long reliever, last I checked. 0-1 with a 12.96 ERA and a 2.04 whip. And for us, it is going to be rookie Pan Knibbles. 2-1 with a 3.79 ERA, a 1.37 whip, and everybody's favorite batting walk-up. Oh, it's going to be a great regular season finale. Who can we sign? Indeed. Is there anyone we can sign that we can afford? Well, there is Sakta. We could go for Sakta. Ooh, we could go for Sakta. We have the money. That's true. We have a lot of money just sitting here. Elmo's out there, too. Okay, hold up. There's also Doyen Stafford, the rookie. Winnie Noel. Chug Bourbony. A lot of pitching options here. Elmo over Sakta all day. Knibbles has pitched well this year, but this is a make-or-break game. And even if we don't win, we can still re-sign him at the end of the season. So, sell out into pitching? That's true. Elmo would be a great signing to have. I think we might go for it, honestly. So if we sign him for Knibbles, how much money do we have left? We might be able to afford both. Where is Knibbles? He's only making 2.9. Let's see. Knibbles has pitched better than Tacoby all season, but Tacoby has progressed more. So if we sign Knibbles, that's 18.4. We'll still have $13 million. We'll still have $13 million, you say. We have 4 shortstops. Can we cut one of them? No. This is just a temporary move, yes. We're signing Slayer here for the last push. He's going to pitch the finale for us. He's going to pitch. That's a good signing right there. That's a good eye. Definitely did not think about it. I was just going to go with the guys we had and just saw what happened. That's a good call there, one boy. That's a very good call. You can also get Bozer here to beef up the bullpen. He would be better than Felix, that's for sure. That we wouldn't have a long reliever in case things got out of hand. We would have Norm, but he's nowhere near rested. Basically just started 2 games ago to get that win. Could get rid of Heater. She hasn't done much all year. We do need the W. We need it. Yeah, we need it. Otherwise, we're not going to make it. Let's go by, let's sort this by position here. So Sakta we can't afford, unfortunately, unless we want to let go of someone high-priced, which we don't want to do. So we'll leave Sakta alone, unfortunately. I want to sign him, but I don't think there's anybody we can cut here, outside of Slayer, that would be able to afford him. Or Phenomeno, yeah, and I'm not, or Durr, and I'm not doing that. I like Durr, and I like Norm, and we're just got Slayer. We're not getting rid of him. We can't even, not even going to get rid of Bambino either, so. Let's see what we got. There we go. Okay, we still have Sakta. What else we got? We have Darcy Hicks. I need a first baseman who can field. Let's see, run to third. And decent, but not what I'm looking for. Platoon, nah. Buster Biggs is a little, nah, he's iffy. Wade Hobbs, nah. Come on, give me something. Arsenio Armstrong, maybe. Buster would be better than who we have in left field, but he can't field, that's true. We have Connor who can play center. And then we still have Basquet can play center too. Bambino can play center too. They both upgraded their backup positions. Get some place. Liability. It has to be the bullpen. Let's see. Who's our... Well, obviously catcher is a liability, but Jermaine's been hitting well, and Fiona's a really good defensive catcher. I really don't want to get rid of either of them. Can we drop Ham or Cash for Song? No, we can't afford them. They don't make enough money, unfortunately. Honestly, we have 4 shortstops. We could probably get rid of Dig. I mean, I like Dig, but I haven't used him at all this year, basically. He's just sitting there doing nothing. He's basically a wasted roster spot at this point. And I think that the other part of our team that's weak is our bullpen. Joanna just hasn't pitched well, but we can get rid of Farmhand. I think he's the other liability. So it's catcher, Dig, and Felix. Okay, I don't think we can't even drop Colliner for Song. I don't think we can afford him. I just think because of that with money we just spent all on Elmo, we can't afford Sakta. Damn it. We could use Sting McGee, though. He's a solid catcher. He's the best catcher left, honestly. Could use Sting. We could bring him in for... We could bring him in for Fiona. Fiona's a much younger option, though. 8.2, that would leave us with 5 million. This is true. Reigns can hit better, and he's got more money on him. Let's not do anything rash yet. Let's just keep trying. Let's keep looking. There's a good reliever in Gnuts here. Are there any other relievers out there? There is Lil Bupton, but we don't need a closer. We need a solid reliever. Damn. That is unfortunate. Honestly, Bozer we could sign. I would not... I mean, crossed up is a bad trade, yes, but Bozer's pretty good. He hasn't pitched recently either. Could bring in Bozer here for Farmhand. We could do that. Felix for Gnuts. Gnuts instead of... Well, let's compare. Let's compare. Okay. There we go. So, Gnuts instead of Bozer. Okay, well, let's see. Who's better? Gnuts has more velocity, less junk, same accuracy. Gnuts only has 2 pitches. He does have reverse splits, though, but he only has 2 pitches. I don't know. Before we make any other roster moves, let's go look at player development first. Let's see what we got available. Dumb. Still dumb. Really dumb. Still dumb. Wow, bad rolls on all of them. Holy shit. Can't even buy any of these because they all suck. Yeah, that 2 pitches is going to keep me from signing Gnuts. I would rather have Bozer, who has the extra pitch. Where are you, Bale? Plus, he's cheaper, too. It's easier to afford him. So we'll bring him in for Felix for sure. That way he'll beef up the bullpen a little bit here. We still have 6.5 mil. Okay, we can still buy some more. The other weak point is catcher. And Dig, we can't really cut because we don't really have any money available when we do cut him. So, let's see. Sting. Can we afford him? We can no longer afford Sting, so we're stuck at catcher. We are stuck at catcher. Okay, so we're stuck with what we got at catcher for right now, I think. Got Hobbs. Nah, I don't like Wade. Blanc and Armstrong don't really stand out to me. Easy target. Nah. I mean, I think we're good, honestly. I think we've done what we can. We just need to get some contact on this team. Hobbs is power and contact. Biggs is both. Have an extra infielder. Could we get Runda? No, we can't get Runda. Damn. We could get Runda. We can get rid of Electro. I like Eduardo, but again, he's only a pinch hitter. So you could take junior and senior, indeed. He did rank. Could take JYS. You're right. Alright, this is going to get weird, but I think I've got it. We're going to need to do math here. Where's JYS? Where are you? Alright, JYS, we would have to get rid... We could get rid of Fiona. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get rid of Fiona, honestly. Would you take JYS for Jermaine, or would you take JYS for Fiona? Oh, if we do it for Fiona... Ooh, we can't do it for Fiona. That's bad. We got to do it for Jermaine. Because that would take us down to 2 scholarly players, and we don't want that. Yeah, so it would have to be Jermaine then that I would have to go. Which is a shame. Oh, ads. Damn. We've reached that second ad stage. Ugh. Alright, well, if we take that, that'll leave us with 2-7. Is there any way we can still get someone else? 2-9. So it's either we take the catcher or we take something else. Yeah, JYS. We take him. If we take him for him, what do we do? Fiona? No. Has to be Jermaine. Has to be Jermaine. Fiona's a good defensive catcher, but Jermaine has outperformed her. I gotta... Yeah, we're gonna take Fiona off. We're gonna take Fiona. Alright, anyone else? Runda's really the only other option that intrigues me, I think. But I can't afford her now, I don't think. Yeah. 10-4. Nope. 9-6, maybe? No, I don't think we have enough for that. 10-5. 8. Wait a minute. Nope, not quite. We'd have to get rid of Ham, and I like Ham. I think that's it. I think that's what we're going to do. The only other weakness is Dig, and I can't get rid of Dig for anybody. Maybe another first baseman would be the smart move. But I don't have any cheap options, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. All right. Okay, so those are the roster moves. JYS, he's coming on for Fiona because Jermaine has been outperforming her recently. Felix is out. Bale Bozer is in. Slayer's in for Knibbles. He's going to pitch the last game. So it's going to be Slayer on the mound, 1-2, 4.41 ERA, and a 1.22 WHIP. And on the mound for the Wide Loads long reliever, Lolanop. 0-1 with a 12.96 ERA and a 2.04 WHIP. All right. So the lineup here, we'll call it a day because I looked at all the player development traits. They were all negative, so we weren't going to touch any of them. We've sold out. Here's the lineup for the finale. Short leading off at shortstop, on fire, Norm Phenomenal. Stiffner batting second at third. JYS catching, he'll bat third. Bambino in right, he'll bat fourth. Colliner in center bats fifth. Basquette in left, again starting with the lefty on the mound, batting sixth. Whoopity batting seventh at second. Jess Fowl batting eighth at first base. And Elmo Slayer will be on the mound, batting number 9, as he will be on the mound for the regular season finale, trying to get us to the playoffs. And wow, that is going to bring an end to today's massive episode, everybody. It was a big one today. Not only did we get promoted to affiliate by Twitch, then we can now start earning money, but we walked off game one. Norm Phenomeno hit a walk-off bomb, giving us that victory 9-8. Unfortunately, we did end up losing game two. We dropped that one 6-4, so status quo remains unchanged. We are still tied with the Beewolves atop the division at 8-7. Winner take all next time out against the Wideloads. If we win, we clinch ourselves a playoff berth, and we have a shot at the division as long as the Beewolves lose their last game against the Grapplers. Now, if the Grapplers win, what happens if the Grapplers win? Where's the standings? Grapplers right now, they are sitting at 7-7. So if the Grapplers win, they will also take the run differential tiebreaker, but they'll still be a half game behind us if we win. So they would need to win their final two games to get in. Ooh, this is going to come down to the wire. One of those teams is playing the last place Platypi, and whoever it is, they need to win that game. So if the Wideloads beat us, they don't jump us in the standings unless they beat us by a whole bunch. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's going to be an interesting one next time out. The regular season finale, everything is on the line. Playoffs are bust with a victory. We can still get in with a loss, but it's going to take some fancy maneuvering. Hopefully we can get it done with our new lineup locked in and ready to go for the finale. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around through the marathon episode this was. If you haven't already here on Twitch, hit the follow button and or subscribe button down below if you're feeling up to it. You want to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already, go over on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down in the description below if you want to come over here and support me on this platform as well. And I will catch y'all in the next episode where it is winner take all in the regular season finale for the Heaters. See you then. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful evening.